Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday. We got a lot to cover today, even though it's been kind of quiet trading, but that's good because at least it's not going down more. Yeah, the past few days have been tough. Stupid Bitcoin. If you saw my video yesterday, it's like, not very happy with you, Bitcoin. But as I said in that video yesterday, it's like, why didn't all of these so-called Bitcoin experts who know who owns all the Bitcoin and how Bitcoin trades, none of them that I heard predicted that the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust was going to be selling so many Bitcoins and dumping the price? Nobody predicted that. And I'm just like, what the hell? Because it just brought down the whole crypto market. But Dogecoin did not go down as much as all the other cryptos, except for Sia Coin. Of course, we don't know what the hell was going on with Sia. But why was that? How come Dogecoin didn't drop as much as even Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP and all of those? We'll talk about that. And we got a surprise. We've got a Dogecoin blockchain surprise here live. And if you're watching this on the video replay, it's like, where were you at 5 o'clock? You should be tuned in on YouTube to Kriss watching the live stream. But that's okay. At least you're rewatching it on the video. So please like, please subscribe, leave a comment, chat if you're here live, all of that, because this is Dogecoin. You got to have fun, right? You got to have fun. Even I know it's money, right? And you've got money invested in it, and you might be worried about the price going down. But relax. It's going to be okay. And could we have the Dogecoin bull run coming? And what is a key indicator of that has happened in the past, which is coming again, and could be the catapult that leads Dogecoin to another breakout. So we're going to cover all of that, plus a little bit of other news as well. So a lot to cover. Let me drop down here in the corner and welcome you all here. Hey, Troy, what's up? Brian says it is Kriss time. Flying Tiger loves the channel. Doge rules. Ryan is waiting for that surprise. You know me, right? I like to give surprises. We got a good one here. A good one here today. A good one. Jason, hey, Kriss. Fred says Doge is the most fun crypto. Jason, I read about Doom being used. That's my surprise, Jason. That's my surprise. Anyway, we'll be showing that live on this live stream. That's right. Live on the live stream. Doom. It's coming. Doom. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Back to you. It's coming. I can hear the rumbling of the balls. Rumbling of the balls. Okay, let's get into it, and then I'll get back in the chat. We got a lot to go. No, it wasn't your bad, Jason. It was just, I know, you're excited about it, right? There's this thing going on, and it's like, not too many have heard about it, unless you just happen to be following a certain account on X or whatever. So, but I did just retweet the link there. So you guys, after the live stream, or after you're done watching this video, can try it out yourself. But before we get there, what is going on? Dogecoin 785. We did this morning come up over 8 cents, which was good. Bitcoin had come up over 40,000, which is good. But now it's just kind of trading together. I mean, Dogecoin is up 0.5%, Bitcoin down 0.5% on the day. Yeah, so Doge is doing a little bit better. But what is going on overall? Well, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge in the red. GBTC bleeding continues. That's right. What is this? GBTC, here we go again. Blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin, still not happy about you. Still not happy. And all those Bitcoin maxis and everyone else who talks about Bitcoin, none of them said this was going to happen. Yeah, there was some TA analysis, right? Like, yeah, the price needs to come down and fill this CME gap and all of that. But they don't talk about why these things happen. The people who talk about why these things happen, what influences the price of Bitcoin, none of them that I've heard have said, or said before the Bitcoin ETFs were approved, that Grayscale is going to be selling this crap ton of Bitcoin. None of them predicted this, and they should have known. I'm just saying. Maybe somebody did and was keeping quiet about it and shorted the hell out of Bitcoin. Could be. People do that, you know, even in the stock market. People do that. But, and then this analyst sees a massive correction for Bitcoin. And who is that? That's the permanent bear, Benjamin Cowan, into the cryptoverse, suggesting Bitcoin on the brink of a big correction. It just went down 20%. What do you want? It's going to go down more? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we are now in this zone where we've reset in the upper sevens for Doge. We've reset with Bitcoin right around 40K. We're probably just going to hang out here for a while. So a good time to accumulate. Why would you want to be accumulating Dogecoin here? Get to that. We will get to that in a minute. So, the surprise. Yes, Jason, you called it. Someone just put the legendary 1990s video game Doom on Dogecoin, on the Dogecoin blockchain. What is this? Ordinals technology, native to the Dogecoin blockchain, allowing developers to bring utility to the meme tokens network. That's right. You can put things on the blockchain if you know how to do it. But what's this Doom game? Have you guys heard about Doom before? Well, I played Doom back in the day. Some of you guys ask, hey, Kriss, do you play video games? Well, I was a video game player back in the day. Video games are a lot different now than they were back then. The one video game that was really influential was the first person shooter game called Wolfenstein. Came out in like 1991, something like that. And it was mind-blowing at the time. It was the first time you could actually walk around in a maze in 3D. And of course, you're shooting like the Germans, right? The bad guys in that game. But that was the whole thing, was how they could render facades very quickly, so you could move through a maze and have it all be in real time. That was the first one that did that, was Wolfenstein. What was the second one? It was Doom. Doom was the second one. Came out in about 1993, and it was like Wolfenstein on steroids, because it just took it to a whole new level. You got these, incredible weapons to use, and just everything was just that much more pumped up. They had some music that they had people write some music for it. It was really cool. And then the next one was called Quake. And Quake took Doom to another level where it wasn't all flat. You could go up and down like stairs and ramps and jump and do all sorts of things. So that was all early 1990s, which is really new stuff in gaming. And we were all crazy about it at the time, because that was all, I'm like, nobody was doing that. That was all brand new stuff. So now the Doom game itself, as we are, here we are like 30 years later, and the size of the Doom game now, I mean, at the time, Doom was this huge, big, file size, right? And now it's just this little bitty file compared to, what games are today. And so, yeah, on the blockchain. And so what do we have here? Doom revives on the blockchain. Dogecoin incorporates Doom, redefines the use of a meme coin. Well, Dogecoin is the only meme coin, because it has its own blockchain. That's right. It's not like Sheeb that uses the Ethereum blockchain, right? It's got its own blockchain. So you can do NFTs, and now you can put games on there. That's right. So, so there was a mini Doge, right? Did the tweet, and I have on my account, I have reposted it, retweeted it here on my Kriss Pax X Twitter account. So follow me on X if you haven't already, because again, let's have some fun and make money too. That's what we're doing. That's what I say. It's like, we got to have some fun, right? So they show this little video here of gameplay, but you can actually click on this link right here and you can try it yourself. That's right. You click on the link. Let's see what happens. We go right to the Dogecoin chain here, right to the chain here. So we are now on Dogenals. We are on the Dogecoin blockchain, and it gives you a few instructions about the mouse, gives you a few instructions of the sidebar here, and saving and loading. It's really a DOS game, the old DOS operating system, if any of you remember that from way back when, right? It works on DOS. So they've got this DOS emulator here as part of the file that is on the blockchain. And then you just play. And heck, let's play, right? Ah, got him. Got him. Ah! I don't have my sound on. Oh, we got some stairs in this one. That's right. I'm going to die here. Ah, just died. There it is. Doom. Ah, that was fun. Haven't played that in a long time. Although I did try it just a little bit ago. Anyway, you can try it yourself. Go to my my X account and give it a try yourself. It'll take about a minute to load up the first time, and give it a try. Fun little game. You know, in today's standards, pretty rudimentary game, but back then, this was cool. This was cool. And now it is on the Dogecoin blockchain. So how would that affect Dogecoin? Well, you've got a lot of use on the blockchain, right? You got people accessing the blockchain for this. Who knows where this can go? Somebody could take this and then who knows? Who knows? I mean, it certainly would help the miners, right? If there's things going on accessing the blockchain and there are things that need to be verified, right? That'll help mining, bring the hash rate up. Who knows? That's all good. And maybe we'll see more NFTs happening on Dogecoin. We'll see where this goes. So that's pretty cool. That was my little surprise. Hope you enjoyed it. Try it out yourself on X. Give that a try. And of course, follow me on X when you're there too. We're going to keep having some fun. So, Dogecoin price. Will Doge price extend to 10 cents by next month? What do you think? Think we're going to go up? I think we're going to go a little sideways for a while. Again, a lot's going to depend on Bitcoin. We do have still in February, we have Doge 1, but Justin on X is reporting that the Doge 1 satellite has not yet been delivered to Florida. The IM-1 mission is still scheduled for the week of February 12th. There's a lunar lander that is part of that mission. The part that was going to go to the moon was going to carry two things. It's going to carry the Doge 1 satellite and the lunar lander. This is not the same lunar lander as Astrobotics. This is Intuitive Machines lunar lander, a different one, and it does not have a Dogecoin on it. The Astrobotic one had the Dogecoin on it, and that didn't happen. But it's still cool that we got another lunar lander going to the moon, but it's not a Dogecoin lunar lander. So this may not be the Doge 1 mission. That may have to wait a little longer. We'll see how that plays out, but I'll keep you informed what I hear. Without that, I think Dogecoin's just going to be hanging out. This is accumulation time, right? Accumulation time. And what are we waiting for? Well, this is the chart I wanted to show you guys, is this chart. Thank you to Seth Finn on X. Dogecoin. These are the two previous Bitcoin halvings. Okay, Bitcoin halvings. We've been talking about the 4-year cycles, right? We've got the 4-year cycles. And if you haven't seen me talk about them before, here they are. I always have them here, 4-year cycles. Bitcoin goes on these 4-year cycles that are around the Bitcoin halving, which just happens to be about every 4 years. We hit an all-time high. There's a bear market. There's a reset year. And then there's the next halving year, like we had in 2016. And then what happened in 2017? Boof! Price goes way up, hits an all-time high. Not only for Bitcoin, though, but also Dogecoin. That's right, Dogecoin also hit an all-time high, 2017. So then what happens? 2018, bear market. 2019 is a reset year. Who knows? Could be up, could be down, could be both. Then we have the next halving in 2020. And then what do you have? You have 2021, a new all-time high for Bitcoin, but also a new all-time high for Dogecoin. That's right. I'll show you that as well. Then 2022, bear market. Bad bear market. 2023 was a reset year, and we are now in 2024. We're off the map here, which is the next halving year. The next halving year. So, what does that mean for this chart? Well, here is that 2016 Bitcoin halving, and then here was Dogecoin going on a run in 2017 and hitting an all-time high, and it went up from the price of Dogecoin at the Bitcoin halving to its all-time high in 2017. It went up 7,000%. 7,000%. That's not a 5x. That's not a 10x. That's not a 20x. Right? 7,000%. Dogecoin went down. This is a logarithmic chart, by the way, that we're looking at here. And then Dogecoin just kind of struggled up and down 2018, 2019. In the 2020 halving, Dogecoin was at a price of like 0.0025 or something like that. What did we see in 2021? Dogecoin went up to 74 cents. That was a gain of 22,000%. 22,000% gain from 0.0025 up to 74 cents. So the last two 4-year cycles, Dogecoin, from the price of Dogecoin on the Bitcoin halving day to its all-time high are 1,000% gains to its next all-time high. So, where are we right now? We are less than 3 months away from the next Bitcoin halving. What is the price of Dogecoin going to be on the Bitcoin halving day? Let's say it's 8 cents, right where it is today. Let's say it's 8 cents. What might the price of Dogecoin be at its next all-time high? Well, at 8 cents, if Dogecoin did a 10x, right? That would be 80 cents. If Dogecoin did a 100x, that would be $8. $8. And that would be less than either of these epic gains that Dogecoin had from the Bitcoin halving day to when it hit its all-time high in both of those cases. So what are we doing? What are we doing here, right? Now, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is all speculation, but this chart was very, very interesting here. Just what is the potential there? And what could cause this kind of epic rise in the price of Dogecoin? Well, what did we have on Friday? Or Saturday, once the rest of the world figured out. I was talking about this on Friday during a live stream. X Payments, right? The X Payments account has been created, and what happened? Dogecoin surged in price. Dogecoin went up in price. Yeah, speculation that Dogecoin is going to actually be used on X Twitter for all kinds of things. In the past couple of videos, I've shown some examples of how Dogecoin could be used on X. It's all very exciting. Will it actually happen? We don't know, but the time to buy Dogecoin isn't after it's unveiled, right? It's not after Elon tweets or X tweets that you can now use Dogecoin to tip or to send money, right, from person to person, peer to peer. It's not after X Payments integrates Dogecoin. You want to get your Dogecoin before that happens, because everybody else is going to be FOMOing in and buying after it happens. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what we're talking about. Do we know this is going to happen? No, not for sure. We don't know. But if you track all of Elon's tweets and things that he said over the years, I mean, even I've been playing this Elon video, and it is on my X Twitter account as well. And if you haven't seen it, you gotta, this 2-minute clip or a 1.5-minute clip right here, you gotta watch that clip, because you watch that clip and you say to yourself, of course Elon is going to use Dogecoin on X Twitter. Of course he is. It's better than Bitcoin at transactions. He used to run PayPal, so he knows how money works. Yeah, things are a little tough right now because Dogecoin is like, not rocketing in price. We look at the 4-hour chart. We said, yeah, Dogecoin had this run here on Saturday, which was great, came up to 9 cents, traded all the way back down to 7.6. And now we're hanging around at 7.8. But if we didn't have this run here, again, with Bitcoin just continuing to go down, Dogecoin would now be down at 7, maybe 6.9, 6.8 instead of 7.8. So that's what's keeping Dogecoin up here. We go to CoinMarketCap, we look at Dogecoin. Here it is in 9th place, still above Avalanche. Mostly because in the last 7 days, Dogecoin is only down 1.6%, where Avalanche went down 15%. Cardano went down 10%. XRP down 9%. Solana down 12%. Ethereum down 11%. Bitcoin down 6%, over 6%. And here's Dogecoin, just 1.6%. So Dogecoin has outperformed almost every other cryptocurrency over the past 7 days. Well, except for Sia Coin. Sia Coin just went on this crazy run, but it is now fading back, down 15% over the past day. So those who were trading Sia and were in before the big run, I hope you got out at the top, because Sia is taking a dump now. But that's another story. We're talking about Doge right now. We're talking about Doge. And so what would be keeping Dogecoin up at this price as opposed to being down in the low 7s? It would be this anticipation, right? People aren't going to want to sell their Doge. Now, this kind of sell-off here, this is just traders, right? They're just traders. What happens is Dogecoin goes on a big run, and you get a lot of the whales and other traders. They just trade Dogecoin in the ups and the downs. They do swing trading, day trading. They even short it. Yes, Doge was getting shorted as soon as it got up to 9 cents, because they're just making money either way, whether Doge goes up or Doge goes down. And as Dogecoin started going down, then you had a sell-off of those taking profit to buy back in at a lower price. That happens with Dogecoin again and again and again, until the big catalyst happens, the real catalyst, of which, I mean, you just look at this yourself, right? And you go like 1,000% gains, 1,000%, not 10%, not 100%, 1,000%. That would be $8 Dogecoin. I've been showing charts showing $5 Dogecoin, but now I look at this and I'm like, why stop at 5? That's the potential. Will it do that? We don't know, right? We don't know. Could be a new time, right? But if this happens with Dogecoin, imagine 500 million users of X Twitter, 500 million users. Now using Dogecoin on this platform? Yeah, Flying Tiger says send it. Yep. That's the potential. Will it happen again? We don't know. But the speculation is there. And it is going to continue to grow as we get into the summertime after the Bitcoin halving. And who knows what Bitcoin's going to do? Typically, I have seen Bitcoin trade up right before the halving, and then after the halving, kind of trade back down and flat for a number of months. So I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin going on its next big run probably till September, October. That's kind of what I'm forecasting. If Elon starts X payments with just using fiat money and not cryptocurrency, Doge may have a little bit of decline there because of that. There'll be some disappointment, but that doesn't rule out him not adding it in later. We'll have to see what he says. Because I think he will do something here. It's all leading to this. This is his baby, this X. He's had X.com for a long time. He wanted PayPal to be X.com. Now he can make it the everything app. He's already doing the whole free speech thing, but to make it a financial hub, and then to get around all of this exchanging different currencies. Like if I wanted to send Phil some money, right? It's got to be exchanged from US dollars to Australian dollars, right? So someone has to do that exchange. Who's going to do that? Is Elon going to do that? I don't know. But if it's Doge, I just send Phil the Doge, right? There's no exchange. There's no fiat. There's no nothing. Oh, the banks are going to hate this, right? The regulators are going to hate this. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So that's what's going on. And that's what the potential is. And this chart just could be a prelude to something big. Similar to the charts I showed last week, which showed Doge to $5. This one is like a big question mark, but it's showing 1,000% gains in the past on a 4-year cycle. We may need to be patient. We'll see. But that's crypto, right? And some of you are still thinking, oh, yeah, Dogecoin, it's dead. Dogecoin is going to just, drop back down to 3 cents, 2 cents, whatever. What are you smoking? Because, I can play Doom on Dogecoin now. It's like this alone could turn into something huge. This could spark a lot of people doing stuff with Dogecoin. I don't know. We'll see. What else is going on? Memes, Meme Coin Watch, Dogecoin Sheeb. The metrics are still kind of slumping. We don't know. Sheeb has its own thing, right? With Shibarium and the devs like trying to make Sheeb a real thing, real utility, building this, not only the Shiba swap, but then the Shibarium, trying to get devs to build stuff on there. I mean, the real devs are really building on Solana, Avalanche for games. They're not going to build on the Shibarium. But some will, and it only takes one big thing happening, and that could blow up the network. We don't know. And then they've got some plan for 2024 for something else new. I don't know. So I got a little bag of SHIB just in case SHIB takes off. But for Doge, I know a lot of people are chasing these other tokens, right? The tokens on Solana, other tokens on Cardano, if you want to do SNEC, right? Or whatever the next new thing is. You don't know which of those are going to go crazy. Yeah, Bonk. I've got some Bonk, right, in case it goes on another big run. I didn't get in right at the beginning, but if I got in right at the beginning, I would have waited a year for it to take off, because you never know with them. But Solana put a bunch of Bonk on all these phones they were selling, and everybody was getting these airdrops of Bonk, which just made the price of Bonk go crazy. So you never know. I just say be careful, though. Just be careful, because, again, especially if you want to trade crypto and you get ahead of yourselves and you start dealing with leverage, right? And what do I say about leverage? Well, here's one crypto trader lost $250,000 in January, swears off leverage. Because, again, just in the last hour, $2 million just in Bitcoin alone. And you look at today, and I set this up by clicking on any liquidation over $1 million. And so far, in the past 24 hours, there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 liquidations of over $1 million. These are whales who are trading with leverage, and they're getting liquidated on both the long and the short. This one was this morning, $2.1 million gone, because the price of Bitcoin was going up. And then, oh, Bitcoin's going back up, I'm going to trade with leverage on the long. $3.9 million gone. Craziness. And we can look at just Dogecoin on leverage, and we can see on an hourly chart, yeah, we had this back here yesterday as Doge price was going down. All of these leverage trades that got liquidated in 1 hour, over $1 million just in Dogecoin. And then this count, I talk about it every once in a while, but if you're on X Twitter, just check out Coinfessions, and then you'll see these stories that come up. Like, I got into crypto 2 years ago. I've been mid at it. Some days ago, I tried leverage trading and was surprised at the gain I got. Woohoo, right? I did some leverage trading. Big gain, right? It's gambling. Because guess what? After successfully trading on spot, I tried leverage trading again, and in 18 minutes, I watched all my hard-earned money disappear. Gone. It's like, what are you doing? All you got to do is look at a chart like this. You just buy and you hold. Again, not financial advice, but you accumulate and you hold and you wait for the big gains to come. And you got to be patient. And I know it's hard because you see other tokens, other coins going on big runs, and you're like, oh, I'm not in that one. I got to go chase that one because I'm not making money on Dogecoin right now. So I'm going to sell all my Dogecoin. I'm going to go trade Bonk, or I'm going to go trade Pepe or whatever. but you're trading it after it's already gone on a run, and you end up buying it probably at the top, and then it dumps on you. Right? It's like, what are you doing? So that's where we are, is we're now here accumulating because there's some potential thing that's going to come. What else can we talk about with Doge? Dogecoin holds steady despite market challenges. Yep, we showed that, right? I mean, we've got 8 to 10% down on most of the top 50 cryptos, except Doge, only 1% down. Speculation about X payments, yeah. The little run Dogecoin went on, yep. But what else can you do with Dogecoin? Well, here's this account I found, John the Gnerf. John the Gnerf. He posts, someone just sent me my first ever tip in Dogecoin. I'm tickled all out of proportion to the value of the tip. Best part, no fees. I hope this catches on. I really do. So right now on X Twitter, you can link up your MyDoge, your MyDoge app, right? You can link it to Twitter in the app, and it is then linked to your Twitter profile. And I've got mine right here. This is my Doge wallet right here. Now I just post it here. You don't have to post it on yours. You just link it within the MyDoge app directly to your Twitter account. But by putting your Doge address here in your profile and saying that it's MyDoge, then people who are seeing your profile know that you have a MyDoge account. It's linked to Twitter, X, and people can send you tips. People can send you tips. And I received a tip just the other day. Where was that? Right here, from Doge Tipping. Doge Tipping does Doge Tipping every week. Doge Tipping. And said, what will be the first post of X payments? Wrong answers only. All replies, Doge tip, 0.69 Doge. I know that's not a lot, right? But it's the fun of it. That's what makes Dogecoin so much fun. It's the fun of it. So I posted something, and what happened? Doge Tipping sent a tip to @ChrissPax, 0.69 Doge. And I got my notification on my MyDoge app that I received 0.69 Doge. That's how Doge works. Now, it'll be better if there's a little Doge symbol sitting right here where you can just click it right on anybody's post. You can just click it and the Doge just automatically gets sent. That's the integration that we would be looking for Dogecoin, would be that. Yeah, 4.20 Doge tips are the best, but Doge Tipping, this account gets so many replies that 0.69 for what he does, that's probably pretty good. It's not the amount of Doge, it's just the actual action, right? You reply to my tweet or my post, and I will tip you some Doge for the fun of it. But that's how it can work. That's how easy it can be. So again, it's all about having fun. So let's have some fun and make some money too, right? What else is going on? Yep, covered that. Oh, one other thing, ETH. All right, so now we have the Bitcoin ETFs, Ethereum spot ETFs. One of the SEC commissioners, not Gary Gensler, signals smooth path for approval, says no lawsuit needed. This is Commissioner Hester Pierce. Hester, she seems to be, a cryptocurrency supporter. There's like 5 commissioners, I think, on in the SEC. And so they had to vote for approving the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And from what I heard, Hester and someone else voted yes, 2 voted no, and then Gary Gensler actually was the deciding vote and said that he had to vote yes because of the Grayscale lawsuit. The Grayscale won and the SEC lost. So because of that, the Bitcoin ETFs got approved, but then Grayscale just dumped on us. Funny how that works. But Hester is saying that she thinks that an optimistic outlook on Ethereum ETFs getting approved, and there are a number of them in the pipeline to get approved. However, we get this breaking news today that the SEC delays a BlackRock spot Ethereum ETF. So they're going to play the same games they did before. Is they're not going to approve them on the first deadline or the second deadline or the third deadline. They're going to wait for the final deadline. So it's going to be this summer, May, June timeframe. I don't remember exactly when the first one is. I think it's ARC21 again. It's I think it's ARC21 again, got their first application in for Ethereum ETF. So we'll be watching that. And I'll be wondering who's going to be dumping Ethereum then? Is there some trust that has a bunch of ETH that essentially is going to be selling? I don't know. So we'll watch that. We'll watch that. All very exciting for Dogecoin, though, as we're looking at this accumulation time. And what are we waiting for? We're waiting for, as Flying Tiger says, Doge will pump to its next level. And that's what I saw in that chart. It was like, what is the next level for Doge? We've been talking Doge to $1. We went to $2. We went to $5. And now I'm like $8. I want to see 1,000%. Why would a billionaire promote a coin to everyone? That would make a lot of people wealthy. So Elon wouldn't promote it. Elon wants to use it. And he wants to use it partially because it's a meme, partially because it's a joke and it's fun, because that's how Elon lives his life for the most part. Because he can, and it's fun. That's why Elon would do it, in my opinion. Will it make some people rich? Yes, it will make some people rich. But his intent isn't to make people rich. His intent is to do something that's fun. And he doesn't like the banks. He doesn't like regulators, right? So, yes, and it's called 1% for a reason. And those who are already in the 1% don't want anyone else coming into the 1%, except Elon. Do you know how many people became part of the 1% by owning Tesla stock, by investing in Tesla stock when it was practically worthless? And now look at the Tesla stock. There's a lot of wealthy people that bought in early on Tesla stock and are now very wealthy. That wasn't Elon's intent, right? To make those people wealthy. His intent was to build up a great company, which Tesla now is. I see the same for Doge. He's building up X Twitter. Dogecoin could be used as a transactional currency on the platform with access to 500 million people. That would be huge. Hey, Joshua, how are you? Does Coinbase help keep track of your buys and sells? You've got Robinhood, feel I'm missing out on other coins. Yeah. I keep track of my own. I don't want to rely on the exchange sending me a detailed ledger of buys and sells. And in fact, like Binance US doesn't send you one unless you have sells, unless you have something that would be a taxable event. This year, they're just doing that. Coinbase, I don't know. I haven't received my notification from Coinbase yet for a 1099 form. I'll let you know when I get mine, because I'll be getting a 1099 because I have done buys and sells on Coinbase in 2023. So I'll let you know. I have not received a notification yet that my 1099 is ready for Coinbase, but I'll let you know. And yes, Coinbase does have a lot more cryptocurrencies to buy than you can get on Robinhood. So patience is key, according to Fire Legend. I agree. Stress of leverage, not worth the money. DCA, the way to go. Yes, Sam. And Tiger says, when you chase money, it runs away. When you chase wisdom, money chases you. Nice saying. If Doge blows past $1, I'm going to be in a state of shock like never before. And yes, 500 million people use X. And if there are Dogecoin symbols all over X, and even maybe to buy, because I guess you will have to buy some, right, in order to use it. Be interesting to see whether that gets incorporated as well, or whether you already have to have it in a wallet and connect a wallet. How all that's going to work, that's going to be a lot of work. MyDoge is in a great position to actually partner with X Twitter. That would be awesome, because it's already being used on Twitter, on X, for tips through the API. There was a way to link that up, make it work. Every once in a while, it gets a little wonky, but to be able to have that directly on there, and then you just load up your wallet with Doge to use. It'd be better if you could just add to your Doge stash, like right on X. That would be cool. Hey, Toss, how are you? I need the sideways trading to continue until I get my tax return to go all in before the $8 boot shot. You never know. Again, I don't think Doge 1 is going to be happening in February right now. I'll let you know as soon as I hear for sure. But it doesn't look like that I am one rocket is going to have the Doge 1 satellite on it. So I'll keep you informed on that. And then for everything else going on, that's right, Jason. Yeah, Jason's right. There was a partnership with eToro. That was a while ago. That was like last summer, right? I think that happened. So yeah, why would they partner with eToro if there wasn't something to come of it, right? Exactly. Yeah, Piero, we talked about this earlier. The Doge 1 satellite. Well, he's been talking about it since 2021. I think was his first tweet. And then 2022, he said it would happen next year. And then 2023 came and went, didn't happen. So we've seen pictures of the satellite. We know it exists. But for some reason, it just hasn't gotten there yet. So I don't know what's going on. Yes, I heard PayPal has some big announcement next week. I don't know what it is. It would be hard to believe it would have anything to do with Elon Musk and X Twitter, in my opinion. I don't know why Elon would want to partner with PayPal. But who knows, right? Who knows? I mean, you can't even buy Dogecoin on PayPal. So I already don't like it. I use PayPal and I have bought cryptocurrency. I bought some ETH and I bought some Litecoin just to check it out. It's terrible exchange. You don't get the price you want. Right now, this is 784. If you bought Dogecoin, if it was available on PayPal, you would not be able to get 0.0784. You would probably pay 794 or something, because they have this big spread. And so when you buy it up higher than the current price. And then when you sell it for lower than the price. And they say it's a no fee like purchase. No, it isn't. You're not buying it for the price. You're paying more. That's how crypto.com works too. I talked about that last week. It's terrible, terrible exchange. PayPal's bad. And they don't have Doge. It's like, I want to buy Bitcoin Cash. It's like, really? Bitcoin Cash? You're going to offer me that on PayPal, but you're not going to offer me Dogecoin? Maybe that's the big announcement for PayPal. Maybe that's what it is, Toss. PayPal is going to announce you can now buy and sell Dogecoin on their platform. Yes. I called it first. It's going to be a big Dogecoin announcement for PayPal. Hey, Military Jock, how are you? Yes, I love all your comments. Doge and Elon, rocket ships to the moon. I love it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Overall, the macro view, we can look at the charts. We can go to the daily. We can see this triple bottom that I called for Doge at 7.5 cents. We did not retest it here yesterday or earlier today when Doge dropped down. We did not hit 7.5. So that 7.5 line is still very strong support. I think it would take Bitcoin breaking down below 38K. That's, again, I think, strong support for Bitcoin. Again, we started over here looking at Bitcoin, how 38K was strong resistance. Doge or Bitcoin traded up above it and then just kept going up higher over 40K. As Bitcoin has come back down, it hasn't yet retested 38K. It got down to about 38.5 this morning, but not to 38. So we've got a strong support, Bitcoin 38, strong support, Dogecoin 7.5 cents. That's what I see on the charts right now. But as we see in the daily, Dogecoin's in the green. That's right. Dogecoin is now in the green on the daily at 7.85 cents. So that's good. That is good. Will Dogecoin flip ETH? We talked about this the other day. Ethereum has a market cap of $266 billion. Dogecoin's is $11 billion. So we did the math on this, right? And because there are 142 billion Dogecoin would have to go up to $2, just under $2 to flip ETH, if ETH stays where it is. That's how Doge flips ETH. It's probably like 142, 280, probably about $1.85, $1.90, somewhere around there. If ETH stays where it is, then Doge would be in second place over ETH. So let's do that, right? Doge to $2. I think a lot of us would be happy with that. That could be just the start, though. Even for a day. Yeah, because we know if Dogecoin pumped up that high, it would be shorted all crazy hell. The shorters would come out. Of course, a lot of them would probably get wrecked because they'd start shorting at $1 and then they'd be liquidated, totally liquidated if Doge price kept going up. You don't know where the top is going to be. You don't know. But yeah, here's Doge in the green over 24 hours. Nice. Nice. The Doge ETF. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not quite sure about the whole Doge ETF thing. But I mean, if Dogecoin was really being used on X Twitter and just became like the standard, who knows? Who knows? A lot of people would be left behind. That's for sure. And they would FOMO in and be buying Doge over $1. Yes. Then they'd start buying. It's like, where were you when Doge was 8 cents? You weren't listening to Kriss Packs in January, right? We don't know what's going to happen, of course. As this article said, it is speculation that Doge is going to be on X payments. But that's what people do. That's right, Flying Tiger. That's what people do, is they start chasing. And chasing more times than not gets you in trouble. Now, if you can hit it right and use chase early in its run and then get out when it's up, especially if it's a meme token, because most likely it's going to come crashing back down. I did that with Bonk, if you remember. I did that with Bonk when it got listed on Coinbase. Let me go to the 4-hour. You can see it better here. Because that's what I did. I bought it when it got listed on Coinbase here at about 17. That's 0.00017. And then I sold it up here at 31, about 30.5. Unfortunately, I bought back in at about 14, and then I bought some more at 11, and it dropped all the way down to 9, but traded back up to 17, and now is all the way back down to 10. So I'm a little down on the bonk now, but I've got a lot more bonk now than I had up here because I bought it there, sold it almost at the top, and then rebought back in lower, and then bought even lower because I didn't buy all back then because you didn't know what it was going to do. And then I bought more at what I thought was going to be the bottom there, but it didn't. So, but now I've got like 700 million bonk, where I started with like 300 or 350, somewhere in there. And now I've got 700 million bonk. We'll see what happens. Bonk could just turn out to be nothing. I don't know. But I thought it was worth, again, because I trade on Coinbase. I don't do any of the Solana DeFi exchanges. I don't trade on them. So Bonk was available to me, on 14 December when it started trading on Coinbase. I didn't do this crazy initial run up and back down. I bought it when it came back down right near the bottom of that first day of trading. And then when it doubled my money, so I was like, okay, out. So that's what can happen. Now, I've missed a lot of trades at the same time, but that was one that did pretty well on. We got Doge going up right now, 787. Looking good. What's Bitcoin doing? 39.8, moving back up, maybe touching 40K again. Cool. Cool, cool. Get some of that bonk. Yeah. Hey, dog. Doge is decentralized, not controlled by a single person or company. Not pre-mined, proof of work, same as BTC. Yep. All true. Dogecoin is actually less centralized than Bitcoin because Bitcoin still has that huge Satoshi wallet. There's no Satoshi wallet for Dogecoin. And is also proof of work and is not a store of value like Bitcoin because it is, as Elon says, slightly inflationary, which makes it good for transactions because people aren't hoarding it like hoarding Bitcoin, except for the GBTC trust people who are cashing out. But they're making good profits, so I can see why they're cashing out. But for Doge for transactions, a lot better than Bitcoin. I know people, Lightning Network, Lightning Network. Oh, it turns out the Lightning Network isn't all as great as people thought it was once you start looking into it. And someone's making some money somewhere off of it. So there's some fees involved hidden in there because it's not free. But Doge can do it right on its own blockchain. Now, is it going to be like instantaneous, like a Visa transaction? No. But you can wait 30 seconds. I'm okay with that. Up to a minute max. I'm okay with that. And we've seen on the Doge Chain Explorer that they bundle up a lot of transactions every minute. They get bundled up. It's not one transaction per minute, but they bundle a bunch of them together to get verified by a miner is how they do it. I mean, it's a real blockchain. I mean, what Billy made is just, it is really good. I don't even think he still realizes, like, it could actually be a better Bitcoin. And as I posted, if you saw, hey, everybody, I found the Dogecoin white paper. Yes, I made this. I took a screenshot of the first page of the Bitcoin white paper, and I just crossed out Bitcoin, wrote in Dogecoin, in Comic Sans font, of course, because Dogecoin is a better peer-to-peer electronic cash system than Bitcoin. It just is. And Elon knows it. Elon even said it. This is why I think we're going to have this with Doge. We'll see. Yeah. People still think Doge is a joke, but Doge will have the last laugh. Yep. Oh, I get made fun of all the time. What is this old guy talking about Dogecoin? What a joke. I'm just saying. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Cheers to you too, Flight Tiger. Cheers to you. I don't have a drink here. I have my mug. If you guys have seen my Doge mug. Because I do have a merch store. I don't know if you guys know that. Got a merch store, link in the description below. Got all these cool designs. Dogecoin Radius is this one. And this is what the mug looks like. If you get Dogecoin Radius on the mug. So if you want some Dogecoin merch, check out my merch store. Just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Just check that out. Also, give a like. We don't have enough likes here. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And also, this is my turn to say, look, we have our Kriss DCA portfolio still up over 30% from the summer. And this 75,000 Dogecoin is going to be given away. I'm giving it away. And all you got to do is join my channel. I appreciate the subscription. Subscribe, definitely. I'm just about at 5.6K. But if you join, not only do you get your name in green in the chat, you get a little check mark next to your name. The color of the check mark changes the longer you have been a member of the channel. You get to use these great emojis, not available to anyone else unless you are a member of the channel. And when we sell this portfolio, again, I put $10,000 in. It's now at 13K. But where is it going to be 6 months from now, or 9 months from now, or a year from now? Where is this going to be? I'm going to sell all these other coins, and the Dogecoin is going to be given out, minus I have to pay. I have to set aside the taxes on the ones we sell, but they'll all be a long-term capital gains tax, so it'll be less than a short-term. So I have to cover that, and then the remaining Doge is just going to be transferred to the members of the channel. Free Doge. But you got to do something to get it. And that's, if you enjoy the channel, that's one thing to become a member. Doesn't cost that much. But you got to do something to get something. And who knows what this 75,000 Dogecoin is going to be worth a year from now. We don't know. Let's just say Dogecoin goes to $2. I'll use $2. I won't say $8. I'll use $2, right? 75,000 Doge times $2. That's $150,000. Am I crazy? Am I absolutely crazy? I'm going to give out $150,000. Yes, I'm crazy. I'm crazy, guys. Yeah, what is it times 8? That would be $600,000. Yes, that would be $600,000. That would be insane. But again, that would be this, right? That's this. For those that weren't here, Bitcoin halving, some number of months later, Dogecoin all-time high, up thousands of percent. Happened in 2016 to 2017, happened again 2020 into 2021, from the Bitcoin halving to a Dogecoin all-time high, up thousands of percent. And here we are, less than 3 months away from the next Bitcoin halving. If you believe in the 4-year cycles, what could Dogecoin do? What could Dogecoin do? If Dogecoin is at 8 cents on the halving day and it goes up 1,000%, I'm just saying, And this was even more. This was like 22,000% for the run that Dogecoin had in 2021. The one back in 2017, that was only 7,000%. Who knows? It could be crazy. And we're sitting here and we're looking at Doge. Yeah, it's under 8 cents. It's just boring now. It's like, ugh. This is when wealth is made. It's at these boring times. Yeah, you can buy Dogecoin when it's spiking. 50 cents, 60 cents. I know some of you, I've heard. Somebody bought their first Dogecoin at 69 cents back in May of 2021. That was the first Dogecoin they bought at 69 cents. But they kept it. And they DCA'd, continued to buy Dogecoin at lower prices, and they bought their average price all the way down from 69 cents and now in the teens. Because they've lived it from the hype from the last bull run all the way through the bear market. And they're ready for the next. Yeah, bulldozer. I'm averaging up too. I've been averaging up since 2021. Because the first Dogecoin I bought was 2 cents. 2-cent Dogecoin. So every time I buy Dogecoin, my average goes up. Yep. Yeah. Imagine turning 69-cent Doge into the green, into profit. And maybe that's what he's waiting for, or she, I forget which. That was their first Dogecoin purchase. It was 69 cents. It's like, oh. But that's what will happen next time. People outside of our circle, right, are going to be hearing about Dogecoin, and they're going to be like, I got to buy some Dogecoin. So wow, Dogecoin 1M 0.008. And you sold at 59 cents and 69 cents and then bought back in when it went back down at 35 cents. Yeah. But that's okay. You got a lot more Dogecoin out of that at 35 cents. I mean, that's what I just did on my bonk. Not quite at that extreme of profit that you got, but I doubled the money on bonk, and then bonk goes down, and I bought in at a lower price, and I've got over twice as many bonk now. So it can happen. But when are you going to know? I mean, what if that 59 and 69 was just the start for Dogecoin? And what if it kept going to $1, $1.50, and $2, and you sold there? So we will be talking about selling, how to layer out, not sell at all. Looks like you did 2 sells. Maybe you didn't sell all of it in those 2 sells, but some people might. Because you don't know. You don't know if it's going to keep going up or if that's the top. So layering out is what I call it. And you just sell chunks of it at a time. Hopefully more than a year after you bought it here in the United States, so you're not paying the short-term capital gains. You want to pay the long-term capital gains. So you got to hold it for at least a year, because it's like a 15 to 20% difference in tax that you pay between short and long-term capital gains. But then it's first in, first out too. If you apply that, then the Dogecoin you bought first is the first Dogecoin you sell. And that helps you if you bought more recently and you hold on to that Doge, then you can bypass the short-term capital gains. So again, a lot of people talking about taxes now, but the time to talk taxes is when I did it back in December so that you could do something by the end of the year if you wanted to change your approach in terms of gains and losses. That was your time to do it back in December. Now I hear all these others, right, on X saying, nobody talks about taxes, we should talk about it. And I was like, where were you in December? Because I was talking taxes then. You guys remember, say Kriss and his taxes and spreadsheets and all that crap. And I'm like, well, that's how you can save a lot of money, by playing that game between gains and losses, and save on your taxes. Now it's like 2023 is already done. It is what it is. And now you got to pay the price. If you've been swing trading, right, and you've been like reaping all of these gains, right, you got to pay taxes on those gains, guys. Yeah, see what Toss says. I made that mistake, had to pay $27,000 in short-term capital gains. There you go, right there. Did you have $27,000 laying around in April when it was time to pay the piper or the IRS? It's like, yeah, you probably had to sell some crypto to pay the IRS. That's, a lot of people don't think about that, right? They just think, oh, I just made $1,000. Well, did you? Was it really $1,000? Or was it really more like 600? Because the rest goes for taxes. Yep, you had to sell more Doge. Yep. Do you still pay taxes if you only take out your initial investment? Yeah. On the gain in the price. Whatever the gain in the price is, you got to pay taxes on that. So, yes, if you bought, let's say you've got 100,000 Doge, you sell 10 of it, and it's double the price you bought it at, right? That 10,000 Doge, you got to pay taxes on that gain for those 10,000 Doge. Hey, William. Oh, you missed a fun live stream. We played Doom. We played a video game on the Dogecoin blockchain. Check it out by going to my X Twitter page and see my repost from MyDoge for Doom on the Dogecoin blockchain, and play a little Doom. Check that out. That was the fun thing. And we talked about, like Dogecoin going to $8 and stuff like that. Nothing big. You passed out listening to Meet Kevin on the Tesla earnings call. Doge One rocket. No, haven't heard anything. Justin on X Twitter seems to think that the Doge One satellite is not in Florida yet, and so may not make the rocket. So I will, I'll keep you updated when I hear anything more specifically from Geometric, because they're the ones who made the Doge One satellite, and I've seen pictures of it, and those pictures look real, like it's the real thing. But it sounded, according to Justin, like it hasn't left the station yet. It's not in Florida. So sounds like there's going to be an IM-1 launch for SpaceX that's taking the Intuitive Machines lunar lander to the moon, but there's no Doge One satellite going with it. That's what I think is going to happen based on what Justin's saying. But I'll keep you up to date. I will keep you up to date. Yeah, check out the beginning of the live stream. That first 10 minutes of this live stream were juicy. Covered some initial things about Doge, and then right in, even though Jason kind of ruined the surprise, we went to the Doom story. And I played a little Doom live on the live stream. That was fun. You're bad. Yep. Too impatient. Just couldn't wait. You couldn't wait. Here's what I can't wait for. I can't wait for that. That's what I can't wait for. That's what we're all waiting for, is that epic run that we know Doge is capable of. It's done it twice before. That will be epic. Send it, Flying Tiger says. Do It For Family says, I feel like something is in the works. Price hasn't moved much. I think it's just settling down from the drop from the big Bitcoin GBTC sell-off. So, and of course, Doge had gone on this run on Saturday because of the X payment speculation, and then traded back down even lower than where it started because BTC was trading much lower. That BTC sell-off just not good. Ah, look, BTC just came over 40K. Look at that. So maybe this big GBTC dumping, Grayscale's Bitcoin dumping, is over, or at least settled down enough that now the buyers are outweighing those sales. And so Bitcoin price goes up, right? Isn't that what we say? If there are more buyers than sellers, what happens? Bitcoin price goes up, right? That's true of any cryptocurrency. We like that. So let's see more of that. More buyers than sellers. Price goes up. It's as simple as that. Ernie is asking the $1 million question. At what price would you consider taking profits when Doge starts spiking? So I have a plan. Hey, Dancing Doge. I have a plan that I've talked about. I go to the weekly, and it's this 35-cent line right here. I am actually going to take some profits at 35 cents. And I know we're talking about $1, $2 Doge, some of that, but I am targeting my first little slice. And again, this is my 2-cent Dogecoin from 3 years ago. It's almost 3 years to the day now since I bought that Dogecoin at 2 cents. Got 5 more days until my 3-year anniversary of buying that Dogecoin. From 2 cents to 35 cents, that's a pretty good return. So I'm gonna take a little profit there. And now I own a lot of Dogecoin, but this is going to be my first sale. It's going to be why 35 cents? Well, after the big run up that Doge had in let me go right here, up to 74 cents. When Doge traded down through June into July and then made a second run, that second run went to 35 cents. So 35 cents is my target. That is my first scalp. I'll be like what I call layering out. That's going to be my first layer out, is going to be 35 cents. And that is only because this whole thing that happened last time in 2021, Kriss did not sell any Dogecoin. I did not take any profit. So go down to the regular and you'll see that was on logarithmic. Here we are on regular, again, 35 cents. So that's a big gain from where we are now at 8 cents up to 35 cents. That's a big gain. So that's my first layer. I see Dogecoin 1M, one of your sale targets too. Yep. Now, is Dogecoin going to keep going up? If it's going up to 35 cents, most likely, probably yes, but it's good to have a plan. And again, I'm not going to sell it all, right? I'm going to sell a small percentage of my overall Doge stash, but I deserve a little profit, right? I deserve a little profit. 3 years holding on to something. I'll take a little profit. That's my plan. And it's Doge 1M's plan too. Take a little profit there. And then we can talk 60, 70 cents, 95 cents to $1 all of that when Dogecoin ends up like spiking that high. Those will be exciting times for sure. Now it's like rather boring, right? Like Do It for Family said, right? Right. Hasn't moved much today. Hasn't moved much today. Well, now up to 7.9, trying to get back up to 8 cents. That would be good. If it's just hanging around this level for a while, again, it's time to accumulate more Doge under 8 cents. Do you know where Dogecoin is going? Do you think it's going to go on a crazy run like this? I do. So if I bought Doge today, at what price would you layer out? So to answer this question, Denise, again, I play the tax game. So the difference between a short-term and long-term capital gains is roughly 15 to 20% between your federal tax and your state tax. You're in the United States. So you have to think 20% in your mind. Is it worth it to sell before you've held it for a year, knowing that you're going to have to pay an extra 20% in taxes on that because it's a short-term capital gains? Again, we don't know where Dogecoin is going, right? We've talked about numbers, 35 cents, previous all-time high, 74 cents, getting up to $1, $2, $5, $8. We have no idea, right? So it's hard to say right now. It's like at what price if you bought today. But I've got my 2-cent Dogecoin. I'm going to start layering out at 35 cents and just taking a little profit there. But again, I've got millions of Dogecoin, so I got time to wait and see what it does. And is it really going to be on X payments? Is Elon going to integrate Doge onto this? If he does, we're talking epic Doge. I'm never going to sell all of my Doge. I will always have Dogecoin. I will always use it to spend. Just think about that. Think about buying Dogecoin at 8 cents. And then Dogecoin goes up to 80 cents. Then you have 10 times the buying power that you have today. 10 times the buying power spending your Doge because you bought the Doge at 8 cents. With the price at 80 cents, just think of that. AMC movie ticket, right? It's going to cost you like $10 to go to the movies. Well, actually, you're paying about $1.20 because you're paying with that Doge that you bought at 8 cents. And Doge is up to 80 cents, right? So it's or $1, right? That $10 movie ticket is costing you $1. That's the power of Doge as a currency. When it goes up in price like that. Imagine buying a Tesla with Dogecoin, right? And it's Dogecoin that you bought at 10 times less of the price. Then you get like a $40,000 car for the equivalent of about $4,000 of investment because you bought Doge and it went up 10 times. That's the power of Dogecoin as we're sitting here now in this accumulation range here. Yeah, can you imagine that? Paying $4,000 for a Tesla? That's if Elon accepts Dogecoin for a Tesla car and you bought a bunch of Dogecoin, $4,000 worth of Dogecoin at 8 cents, and then the price is 80 cents for a Doge, that's a Tesla for $4,000, not 40. I buy $25 of Doge every day since 2021. Average is 8.2 cents. Nice. Flying Tiger says yes. Yeah, Construct Wall. We talked about it already in the stream earlier. And the Doge 1 satellite itself is not in Florida yet. But the IM-1 mission is still targeting right around February 14th, that week of February 12th, once the launch window is set from that launch pad. It's all scheduled. But whether that Doge 1 satellite is actually on that rocker or not, we don't know yet. So I will let you know as soon as I hear something more definitive than a maybe. That Space TV Net website still says February 3rd, and that's wrong. Somebody was arguing with Grok about it on Twitter because Grok said February 3rd launch, which is wrong. They got it from that stupid website. It's like, no, Grok, no, you're wrong. They should go get it. I got a flatbed. I think it's over in Europe, actually, where it's being made. So flatbed might not make it, but yeah. Bitcoin coming back up over 40K, which is a good sign. Kind of lift everything up. But look at Solana up over $88 now. So Solana's coming back. We may have a nice evening of crypto trading tonight. That would be good. Get everything back in the green. Get rid of this grayscale Bitcoin dumping that's been going on. And let's see this move up. Again, like I showed just a bit ago, right? You get more buyers than sellers, the price goes up, right? Price goes up. So we don't like the dumping of Bitcoin that Grayscale does. I mean, you can see it right there, that big dump. Bitcoin went all the way down to 38.5, 38.5. That right there could be, in the current time, that could be the bottom. We may not see Bitcoin at that price ever again. We don't know. And for Doge, again, we were talking about this triple bottom on the 4-hour chart of 7.5 cents. 1, 2, 3, triple bottom for Doge. One of these days, Doge is going to come back up over 8 cents, and you're not going to see the sevens again. I still hear people saying, I'm going to wait till it drops to 6 cents or 5 cents. You'll be waiting. You might be waiting a long time for that. So, all right, gang, that's what we've got. Good things ahead for Dogecoin. Next Dogecoin bull run coming. When is it going to be? Are you ready? Some of you still waiting for some money, tax return money or others to buy more? This could be it. Now, will Bitcoin and the whole crypto market go down? It could still. There could still be more selling, but right now, looks like that may be slowing down there. So that'll be good for crypto. We can turn back around and then get to the Bitcoin halving because we know what happens after that. So hope you all are well. Have a good evening. I'll be live again Friday, 5 o'clock. East Coast US time. Hope to see you there. Until then, see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.